What is the best thing you've ever done? What's the best thing you've ever done for someone else? I think that today, more than ever in any point in history, we've got to come together more as a society, and with so many problems facing the world, with immigrants going in and out of different countries, we have so much hatred and intolerance and a lot of miscommunication. For me, one of the best ways to really learn more about other countries and where people really come from was learning a language. And that's what speaking a language is. It's understanding people on a deeper level. It's finding the value and richness of immigrants.
So he had his whole thing about language, and we went on his journey with him where he learned it for his own reasons, but right at the end, he just kind of naturally floated in and just handed it to us as an invitation to learning a language.
Looking at a speech today about language, and his ability to help people, specifically with some of the volunteer work he does with Mexican immigrants. I feel like there was a slight bit of tearing in the back of my eyes when he was talking about this work, this case of a potential deportation case that he was able to assist this woman in staying in America with their family. And
Jared speaks the amount of personal stories that he incorporates, the humor that he brings to lighten the mode. He knows how to connect with his audience.
It's very relevant to a lot of people, especially in this kind of contentious time. We're talking about immigration and language and the way that people are able to communicate across cultures. He shares very specific stories about how intercultural communication can benefit yourself and the people that you're trying to help with it.
We constantly want to find ways to work better with other people, to learn how to work in groups and how to build ourselves up as leaders. And if you take the initiative to really understand people and find out what it is about them that makes them who they are, then learning a language is one of the best ways we can do that. Languages are an incredibly powerful tool that we can use to help other people.
He's very grounded. What he talks about, he speaks from the heart. You can sort of see that in his gestures and his body language. And his story is very personal, and he is really great about translating that in a way that, as a listener, I can sort of take it into my own life.
So there's this huge misconception out there that in order to learn a language, you have to sit down and study this rigid curriculum, or you have to tap on an app 3 times a day. But that's really not the case. The best way to learn a language is to go out and seek cultural experiences, to learn how to dance, try the food, meet all the people, and traveling especially. You will find that your language skills will increase exponentially when you go out and you seek these people from other countries, when you actively try to include yourselves in their way of life and understanding the way it is that they see the world.
Some speakers have push where they're good at getting their message across, but once the message is across, it also needs to connect. You need to draw your audience and bring them along. And Jared is good at doing that. And the reason is that, balanced with his tone of authority, he also has this approachability about him.
A lot of times we go through our daily lives not really reflecting, and so his way of engaging me and the audience is to get us to reflect on the question that he has sort of figured out a way to answer for himself in his life.
It's not that he did something crazy, it's just that he did something that was really lifelike. And I think that's what we really love as audience members.
No, I want you to tell her in Spanish, I want to go have dinner with her tomorrow.
Jared is a very genuine and determined person, whether he is speaking on a stage or communicating with you as a person.
I want to break boundaries, destroy misconceptions, and really introduce the world to itself.